convinces Crazy Yoko to snuggle with her. Two types of crazy snuggling together. Gonta and Shuichi huddle for warmth. Two kinds of good boys huddling together. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the aviator, and I am your United States aviator, and welcome back once again to Danganronpa Hunger Games. And today it's this week's versus episode, and we have a classic boys versus girls episode. And here's how I put it together. I put the names of all of the characters from the 4 main games and the characters from Despair Side and put them all into a simulator. Not a simulator, I'm sorry. A random name picker or randomizer. And I did 2 lists. I did a list for the girls and I did a list for the guys. And I picked out 12 at random for both sides. And I'll be honest, RNG gave us quite the lineup. RNG gave us an all-star lineup. I'll say that. An all-star lineup. I will willingly admit that. It did a great job. So, let me tell you how it played out. Let me show you. Let me show you the order of how they were picked, because from the boys team, we have the first draft pick. It is the team captain, the ultimate tennis pro, Ryoma. And on his side, we have Taka, Nekamaru, the bug boy, Gonta, Cheeseburger Rantaro, who's really, let me tell you, the ultimate wish master, the Wish King himself, Rantaro. He got an upgrade, you guys. He is the Wish King. And if you don't know why he's the Wish King, go and check out the last episode of the series, the previous episode. The Great Gozu was the 6th draft pick. Right afterwards was Shuichi. Gundam Tanaka on the list too. Fuihiko right after him. Nagita was then picked. Chihiro was number 11. And right at the end, Kibo was the last pick for the random selection of boys. And if we scroll down here to the ladies, the team captain for the ladies, the first pick, even it was sold. So, like, when it picked Himiko was the first person, I was like, so she can get the first pick here, but she can't get first in any of these Hunger Games. Okay. Okay, RNG. I see how it is. Following her, we had Mahiru, who was the 2nd pick, Angie coming in 3rd, Toko in 4th, Crazy Hiyoko in 5th, Katoko coming in 6th, 7th, we had Kyoko, Mikan the ultimate nurse in 8th, the 9th pick was Ibuki. Representing the squad, I have to say it every time, there was Junko, who was the, 10th pick, Maki the 11th pick, and Ruruka as the 12th pick, and those are how they were selected. Congratulations to the 12 of each of you on each side who were chosen to represent your side. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Tell me please. And this is interesting because I can just say, which side do you love more? The good boys up there or the girls down there? I think it's an easy choice. Is it an easy choice? It's not really an easy choice. I have a lot of favorites on both sides, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest. So tell me, which random assortment group do you like better, the boys or the girls? Who is your favorite boy? Not just here, but in the entire franchise. Did your favorite boy show up? Who is your favorite girl in the entire franchise? Did she show up? And ladies and gentlemen, of course, as always, because this is season 2 and our theme is winners versus losers, tell me who you think's gonna get first place and who you think is gonna get last. I will tell you guys right after this commercial break. Hello, I am the United States Aviator. Have you ever been parched in the summer, winter, spring, or fall? Have yourself a lovely bottle of Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink. I'm not sponsored at all, you guys. Not sponsored. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yoo-Hoo. Unless you want to sponsor me, then, love you. Anywho. Boys. Gundam. Easy pick. Gundam is my all-time favorite boy. Probably one of my favorites in the whole franchise. Girls is a lot more tricky. I know, this series has just become like me saying, you know what? Komaru's great. Komaru is lovely. Komaru is fantastic, but she's not here today. She is probably, I think I'm gonna say that she is my favorite. I'm gonna lock it in. She is my favorite girl of the series. Yep. I never thought I would just be willing to admit it, because usually I'm like, Kaede, no, please Kaede, come back. But I think Komaru takes the cake. I think she's my favorite. She had so much, she was good in her game. She was. Ultra Despair Girls. Money. But if we're going for people here, I think I do. Oh, this is actually difficult. This is actually really difficult. Really 5 out of the 6 on the bottom row I really like. We're just excluding Ruruka. I like Maki, Junko, Ibuki, Mikan, and Kyoko a lot. If I had to choose between those 5, I still don't know who I think... Ibuki? Maki. Ibuki. Maki had some good character development, but Ibuki is just great. Here, I think I'm gonna go Ibuki. Ibuki's my favorite here. And in terms of overall, I think I gotta go the boys. The boys are great. They have my boy Slingshot Fuyuhiko, the Wish King himself. They've got Gonta, they've got Chihiro, they've got Kibo, they've got it all. They've got the Trap Master Nagi. Hold on, you guys. How could you not... Look, I know you all commented previously, but how could you not root for the boys? How could you not root for the boys right now? They're so great. They are fantastic. That being said, last place I'm gonna have to say that it's going to be Junko. I think Junko's going to be the first person to place twice. Place last twice this series. That's what I'm thinking. For first place, I think we're gonna go for... Because I don't... Okay, so look, I have not been jinxing too much. And if you look at my record, it's 2-1 on this simulator so far, I think. I think so. I picked right for, what? The Justice League. Did not pick right for Brain vs. Bronze, but I did pick right for Busted. And we are on Boys vs. Girls. So yeah, I am currently 2-1. So I think, first of all, the boys are gonna win. I gotta give it to the boys. I think first place is gonna be Shuichi. I think he's finally gonna take a win. But will this be the end of my 2-1? Will I tie my record for this simulator for 2-2? I probably will, because let's be honest. If I go 3-1 with the simulator, I'm going to lose my mind. You will see me get up and walk away from the camera, and I'll just yell from some other room, "Your winner! From the boys! Them boys and Shuichi!" I doubt that'll happen. If that happens, then great. Rooting for you, Shuichi. Let's see if we can get my record 3-1. I don't think it's gonna happen. But hopefully your picks do well. Hopefully mine don't die. And let's get this show on the road. Let's proceed, because it is time for the bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Sound the horns. Yeah, I can't do it like that. Sound the horns! There we go. Mahiru runs away from the cornucopia, as does Junko and Chihiro, but Kibo receives a trident from inside of the cornucopia. Taka runs away from the cornucopia. Fuyuhiko runs into the cornucopia and hides. Maybe he'll find a slingshot. There is a slingshot in this game, so maybe he will. Kyoko takes a handful of throwing knives. I believe that. Cheeseburger Rantaro, the Wish King himself, runs away from the cornucopia, as does Nagito, but Gonta finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. He is going to be shooting all... What kind of bow sound effect was that? Shooting all the arrows into all the people's faces. Gundam runs away from the cornucopia. Himiko finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Angie snatches a pair of sais. Toko runs away from the cornucopia. Kotoko and Maki fight for a bag. Kotoko gives up and retreats. You should probably not pick a fight with an assassin. However, you are the master of the dark arts, so maybe you know what you're doing, Kitoko. The Great Gozu runs away from the cornucopia. Crazy Hiyoko runs away from the cornucopia as well. Shuichi takes a sickle from inside of the cornucopia because he knows how to use it. Ruruka overpowers Ibuki, killing her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first death, which means Ibuki, who we've been rooting for this whole series so far, let's be honest, not getting a win, but today is the day that she makes a bracket. She is on the loser's bracket, which means she is a 50-50 shot to get into the finale. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Ibuki. Nekomaru snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Ryoma grabs as much food as he can, and Mikan finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. So there we go, just the one death, just Ibuki, who is in last place. But with this season, last place is just as important as first. Let's proceed to day one. Maki receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Kitoko searches for a water source. Mikan constructs a shack. Gonta goes hunting. Gundam explores the arena. The Trap Master searches for a water source. Himiko tries to sleep through the entire day. I truly believe that. Himiko is a sleepy soul. Junko is unable to convince Angie not to kill her. Sorry, Junko, you were so close. You were so close to being the second last person, or the first person to get last twice. But not today, I'm sorry. I was almost right. I was almost right, you guys. 23rd, I picked 23rd place. Maybe I'm unjinxing myself. Maybe I'm getting better, you guys. The Great Gozu discovers a river. Chihiro and Toko work together for the day. You better hope that she doesn't turn and go into Genocide Jack, because you will die, Chihiro. Ruruka makes a slingshot. Mahiru also makes a slingshot. This is just what the slingshot sisters. We already have slingshot Fuyuhiko. You guys back off. Kibo attacks Nekomaru, but he manages to escape. Cheeseburger Rantaro defeats Fuyuhiko in a fight, but spares his life. Ryoma sprains his ankle while running away from Kyoko. Crazy Hiyoko explores the arena, and Shuichi shoots a poisonous dart into Taka's neck, slowly killing him. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost 3? We sure did. Claire de Lune 4. Ibuki, Junko Enoshima, Kiyotaka. And if we look at everybody's statuses, we don't really have to look. We lost 2, which means there are 2 gone from the girls. We lost 1 over on the boys, which means there's 12 people left for the boys. I'm sorry, 11. I can count, you guys. I promise. I promise you. I promise I'm a good counter. But let's proceed. Yeah, we have... I guess the boys have a slight advantage, but that can all change with an arena event and like 8 of them going down. Let's proceed to night 1. Fuyuhiko looks up at the nighttime sky. Mikan tends to her wounds probably very, very well, since she's the ultimate nurse. Maki, Kibo, and Rantaro discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Himiko passes out for exhaustion. Himiko, I feel like you've been sleeping this entire Hunger Games. If you sleep your way to victory, more power to you. Kitoko receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ruruka convinces Crazy Hiyoko to snuggle with her. 2 types of crazy snuggling together. Gonta and Shuichi huddle for warmth. 2 kinds of good boys huddling together. Ryoma, Gundam, Angie, Nekomaru, and Chihiro sleep in shifts. The Great Gozu receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Toko, Kyoko, Mahiru, they all discuss the games and what might happen in the morning, and Nagito reaches a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. I don't think a single soul died today, so let's proceed and see what happens in the morning. Day 2. Maki starts off by chasing Fuyuhiko. She was like, that voice, it sounds familiar. Kokichi? And then she chases him down. Run, Fuyuhiko. Shuichi and Ruruka work together for the day. Chihiro tries to spearfish with a trident. Gonta tends to the Great Gozu's wounds. Kyoko and Himiko work together for the day. Toko accidentally steps on a landmine. Godspeed, Toko. Kitoko, Mahiru, Angie, and Nekomaru hunt for other tributes. Crazy Hiyoko attacks Nagito, but he manages to escape. He knows how to get out of a trap. Ryoma scares Mikan off. I feel like anything can scare Mikan off. Cheeseburger Rantaro throws a knife into Kibo's chest. Rest in peace, robot boy. Gundam questions his sanity. He is insane. He's got that insanity card played right. Let's proceed. It is Fallen Tributes. We lost 2. 1 girl, 1 boy. Claire de Lune 4. Toko, Kibo. And we'll look at everybody's statuses, ladies and gentlemen. We have lost 2 boys, we've lost 3 girls, but it's still anybody's game. It's still any team's game, ladies and gentlemen. Who will win? Team boys, team girls. Let's find out. Let's proceed. Tonight, too. Angie and Nagito, the white-haired crew, talk about the tribute still alive. Alright, you two. Kotoko receives a hedge from an unknown sponsor. Gundam hums quietly. Crazy Hyoko cries herself to sleep. It's okay, Crazy Hyoko. Mikan, Shuichi, Gozu, the great Gozu, I'm sorry, let me put some respect on that man's name, and Kyoko tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Chihiro cries himself to sleep. Oh, poor baby. Like, so, it's so great, because I was like, Crazy Yoko cries herself to sleep, she's probably having some sort of mental crazy attack right now, but then Chihiro cries himself to sleep, and I'm like, oh, that poor innocent child, someone go comfort him. But Maki convinces Mahiru to snuggle with her. Ruruka sees a fire but stays hidden. Cheeseburger Rantaro, the Wish King himself, tends to Gonta's wounds. Ryoma, Himiko, Nekomaru, and Fuyuhiko tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. 3 shorties and Nekomaru, who's just the ultimate team leader. Let's proceed to day 3. Mikan and Kotoko hunt for other tributes. Chihiro stalks Himiko. Nagito tries to sleep through the entire day. Gonta practices archery because he's got that bow and arrow. I told you he's gonna use it to right his way to victory. I didn't say that because I didn't pick him to win. Rantaro makes a slingshot. There's a lot of slingshots in play. Crazy Hyoko makes a slingshot. There's a lot of... It's just like, for some reason, Fuyuhiko can't find the slingshot and everyone else is just making them like, we gotta make these before Fuyuhiko figures it out. Kyoko, Ruruka, Ryoma, and Maki raid Angie's camp while she's hunting. Gundam attacks the Great Gozu, but he manages to escape. Mahiru attacks Shuichi, but he manages to escape, and Fuyuhiko runs away from Nekomaru, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for this beautiful Claire de Lune 4? Not a soul. Never mind. No Claire de Lune. Alright, nobody died. We still have a lot of people in too. Let's proceed. It's night 3, and the Great Gozu is receiving an explosive in the middle of the night. Okay, I believe it. Crazy Hyoko, Kyoko, and Himiko, the 3 Kos, get into a fight, but Himiko triumphantly uses her magic and kills them both. Alright, Himiko, you are dangerous now. Ryoma and Maki run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Nekomaru starts a fire. Cheeseburger Rantaro lets Kotoko into his shelter. You know, I bet Kotoko reminds Cheeseburger Rantaro one of his lost sisters, one of his many lost sisters. Mahiru, Ruruka, and Angie cheerfully sing songs together. Gundam passes out from exhaustion. Chihiro receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Shuichi climbs a tree to rest. Fuyuhiko thinks about home. Gonta screams for help, and Nagito lets Mikan into his shelter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed to day 4. Gonta receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor. Nekomaru can't handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Nekomaru, no. Big boy, why? Angie, Cheeseburger, Rantaro, Chihiro, and Fuyuhiko hunt for other tributes. Mikan searches for firewood. Kotoko fishes. Nagito injures himself. Maki practices her archery. Okay, I see you with your bow, Maki. Himiko, Mahiru, the Great Gozu, and Gundam hunt for other tributes. Ryoma throws a knife into Ruruka's chest. R.I.P. Ruruka. And Shuichi searches for a water source. It is time for Claire de Lune. It is time for Claire de Lune. Also, there's something I wanted to bring up, but I will bring it up after this. Claire de Lune 4. Crazy Hyoko. Kyoko. Nekomaru. Ruruka. And if we see everybody's statuses, this is also something that I wanted to point out at the very beginning of the episode. So far on the list of winners, and this will probably jinx a couple of people right now, but there are only winners from Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And I don't know if that's going to still stand. In order to keep that streak alive, it has to be Mikan, or Nagito, Fuyuhiko, or Gundam. Everyone else has a chance to stop that streak, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Mahiru. I didn't see her right there. I didn't think that see her red hair. I thought that it was like red for deceased, but she's still there. She's gonna end up winning because I forgot about her. Watch that happen, you guys. Will someone break the Danganronpa 2 streak and get themselves into the list of winners, or will Danganronpa 2 take another win? But most importantly, what we're focused on right now for real, boys versus girls. The girls just took a devastating day, losing 3, but the boys only lost 1 that day. Boys are really taking a strong advantage, but who will win? Who will come out on top? Let's proceed to find out. At night 4, Maki climbs a tree to rest. Katoko's awoken by nightmares. You should be used to the nightmares, my child. You were born in the darkness. You are the master of the dark arts. Gonta tends to the Great Gozu's wounds again. I guess, look at that. Last week, it was, not last week, was it? It was the week before last, actually, now. Gonta and Gonta and Sakura, let me never make that mistake again. That's the mistake that I make so often, and I feel for Sakura because she wants to, like, snap my back into 2 because I keep confusing her name with freaking Sayaka. Gonta's now got a father figure, just like Sayaka's like his protective mother figure. Look at that. What a big buff family, part 2. Nagito, Shuichi, and Gundam discuss what might happen in the morning. Himiko sets off an explosive, killing Cheeseburger Rantaro and Mahiru. Himiko, calm down. Jeez Louise. Alright. Chihiro strangles Ryoma with a rope, Mikan stabs Fuyuhiko with a branch, and Andy dies trying to escape the arena. This started off so pleasantly and then turned into such a bloody day. The last 4 actions were all deaths. Jeez Louise, but let's proceed. To day 5. Mikan makes a slingshot, is now a part of the slingshot crew, and unfortunately Fuyuhiko's dead. Slingshot Fuyuhiko is seeing all of these slingshots, and he's like giving his blessing from the great from the great sky above as he's died already. Katoko goes hunting. The Great Gozu and Chihiro work together for the day. Shuichi receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Nagito attacks Maki, but she manages to escape. She's just too good for him. Gonta dies from thirst. I feel like this happens far too often, specifically to you, Gonta, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Gonta. This simulator's just like, get this boy a juice box, please. Get Gonta a juice box. What kind of father figure are you, Great Gozu? Himiko receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, and Gundam receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Let's proceed. We've got 6 cannon shots. It is Claire de Lune time. Ladies and gentlemen, hit it up 4. Cheeseburger Rantaro, Mahiru, Ryoma, Fuyuhiko, Angie, Gonta. And if we proceed, ladies and... No, I didn't want to actually proceed. I wanted to go to Fallen Tributes. Don't look at that well, actually, we might as well we'll just see what happens. We'll just keep going. We're not going to go back to Fallen... We could just click it right now. Look. You can look at it, you can preview it, but I'll announce it later. Nobody's died on night 5, unless it's Mikan at the bottom. I guess you'll have to stay tuned. Let's go ahead and see everybody's statuses before we relook at that night. I wanted to get a final count before that started. We've got the Great Gozu, Shuichi, Gundam, Nagito, and Chihiro as the final 5 remaining boys. The ladies have Himiko, Katoko, Maki, and Mikan. The final 4. In terms of Danganronpa 2 taking another victory, it is up to Gundam, Nagito, and Mikan. Will they do it? Will Himiko take a victory with her 4 kills? Will the Trap Master take a victory, his first victory? Has everyone else won before? No, Mikan and Shuichi have never won, and neither has Himiko. But let's proceed. Let's click on night 5. And we proceed. Shuichi hums quietly. Himiko thinks about Cory in the house apparently because she's thinking about home. Gundam receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The master of the dark arts, Katoko, the Great Gozu, and Maki cheerfully sing songs together. Chihiro destroys Nagito's supplies while he's asleep. Now what happens to Mikan here at the end? She looks at the night sky. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone survived night 5. Let's proceed to the feast. Oh my goodness. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Himiko, who was on a rampage, repeatedly stabs Maki to death with sighs. Rest in peace, Maki. Himiko, calm down. Himiko's trying to get that freaking top spot. She's trying to have the most kills in the game. Kotoko, master of the dark arts, and the great Gozu work together to drown my pick Shuichi. There it goes. I am now 2-2 for this simulator. Rest in peace, Shuichi. You came this far, but in the end, I guess it did not even matter. Nagito kills Chihiro with a hatchet. Rest in peace, Chihiro. You were trying to keep hope alive for Danganronpa 2, Nagito, but Gundam is not, because he's like, I've already gotten my win, I can't handle this anymore, and he commits suicide. Rest in peace, Gundam, my boy. It hurts, but I know that you've gotten a win, so it hurts a little bit less. Mikan decides not to go to the feast. Everyone went except for Mikan. That's like the first time that's ever happened. Usually, a bunch of people are like, no, I think I'll pass. No thanks. People usually die at the feast. I'm gonna back out of this one. And Mikan was the same, but the only one who did it that day. Let's proceed to day 6. Yes! The great Gozu sets Nagito on fire with a Molotov, and that is the end of Nagito. Mikan is now the only hope for Super Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, despair. Let's see. Mikan chases Himiko, and Kotoko receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. We will proceed. It is time for Fallen Tributes. We have 5 cannon shots. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire de Lune 4. Maki. Shuichi. Chihiro. Gundam. Nagito. And this is interesting. We'll see everybody's statuses, not proceed. We have the great Gozu, who is the last remaining boy. He's got a win in preseason, but not an actual win. So, he is up against the 3 ladies. Himiko, who's on a rampage. Kotoko, the master of the dark arts, and the last remaining hope for Goodbye Despair to continue their win streak on Team Winners. Mikan. Who's it gonna be? Is your pick still in? Is it Himiko? Is it Kotoko? Is it Mikan? Is it the Great Gozu? Who's gonna come out on top? Let's find out. Let's proceed. It's looking very good for Team Girls, by the way. They've really turned things around. Let's proceed. Let's find out. It is the Great Gozu and Himiko. They run into each other and decide to truce for the night. But Kotoko stabs Mikan while her back is turned, and that slices through any chances for Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair to take one more win. Their streak has ended, but someone else's win will flourish today. Will it be the Great Gozu? Will it be Himiko? Or will it be Kotoko? Let's proceed. Let's find out. The Great Gozu kills Kotoko as she tries to run. The Master of the Dark Arts has fallen. And Himiko makes a slingshot. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed to the Fallen Tributes. Yes, 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Claire de Lune. Mikan. Kotoko. And it is 1 versus 1 everyone. The Great Gozu with 3 kills, Himiko with 5. It is the final battle of boys versus girls. Will it be Himiko? Will she get justice? Or will it be the Great Gozu, who got a win in preseason, but is he trying to get a win that matters now? Will he finally get on to a bracket? Let's find out. Who's it gonna be? Proceed. The Great Gozu unknowingly eats toxic berries. Wow. Do you know what this means? With 5 kills, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, representing the girls, their team captain, finally claiming justice for her own, as well as being the first player on both the losers and winners brackets, Himiko. You know, when I saw her get onto the losers bracket, I was like, it's gonna be one of those seasons for Himiko. But God, she turned it around. She was on fire this game. 5 KOs, she was relentless, she was taking names and taking people out. Whew, and she did it in spectacular fashion. There were bodies flying everywhere, she was getting into fights and taking 2 people out at once, she was setting off explosives, she was incredible. That wasn't an explosive, that was a magic blast. She took those two people out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed. Himiko finally takes a victory. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a good season for claiming justice. The Great Gozu, second place with 3 kills. Kotoko, the Master of the Dark Arts, in third place with 2. Mikan in fourth place with 1 kill. Nagito in 5th, and Gundam Tanaka, the Supreme Overlord of Ice, in 6th. And in last place is Ibuki, who also technically gets a little bit of justice this episode. The last couple of episodes have been just so spicy with the justice. I don't know, you guys. Thank goodness Himiko finally got a win. We can proceed, we can see all of the things that happened. Ruruka took out Ibuki, and that was the catalyst that started it all. Ibuki, joined the losers bracket, but that is important in this series, in this season, I'm sorry. So much happened, it lasted a whole week, and Himiko came out on top. I know so many of you were waiting for it, I was waiting for it. Himiko wins it for the ladies, she does. Even though it says district placements, boys, girls, boys are in first, Himiko won, so the girls won, let's be honest. Himiko with the most kills, the Great Gozu with 3 right after her, and Kotoko with 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so pleased. We'll go back to the reaping. There they all are from the very start. The 12 boys could not come through, but Himiko not only is the first person to make it on the winner's bracket, so display that winner's bracket, there she is. There she is, breaking the streak of Danganronpa 2 winners. Sonya, Fuihiko, Peko, Gundam. Wait, what am I talking about? Kiba already broke the streak. I am a fool. I was like, if we're talking like humans, yes, I'm going to say humans. I don't know why I thought, for some reason, when Kiba won, I was like, my brain didn't register that Kiba is a winner. It's great. But yes, Himiko is on the list of winners, and I'm proud of her, but she's also on this list of losers, just not today. Ibuki today joins the list of losers. And just like that, we are almost a third of the way through this season. I am excited. We almost have the first row completely filled up. And look, I'll say it right now. I know after Ibuki took that win, a lot of you are probably hopping over to Team Losers, but they've got Sayaka, and I just can't do that. I can't be any part of that. They got Sayaka. I'm gonna leave them alone. But now the Team Winners has Himiko and Gundam and Sonya and Fuihiko and Peko and Monokuma. But look, how can I resist? How can I resist them, ladies and gentlemen? Your United States Aviator is taking off. It is the year of the Aviator, and I say to you, stay classy. I hope you enjoyed, and tomorrow will be another fantastic episode. Will not be versus, but it will be... is it gonna be... What am I gonna do tomorrow? I might do bro TPs. I might do bro TPs tomorrow. We'll see. That might be fun for the other simulator. Ladies and gentlemen, stay classy. I'll see y'all next time. Toodaloo. Flight crew.